gentlemen, welcome to Best of the West Ignition. I'm Matthew Spark. Let's take to the ringside with Davey Dangerously.
Referee in charge of this contest, referee Steven Tresario. Introducing first from
And here comes the youngster straight from the Best of the West Training Center, Toxic Trent. Toxic Trent has had an issue the last few weeks with Jesse the Snake Poole and Kyle Newport. Well, we have got word that Kyle Newport will not be here in Bakersfield, but he has found yet another tag team partner to fill in and be at the side of Jesse the Snake Poole. Of course, at the side tonight of Toxic Trent is young Funsize Danny Rocket. And here comes the crowd favorite, Funsize, Danny Rocket. Like we said, him and Trent have formed quite a tag team here in the last few weeks, taking on Jesse the Snake Poole and Kyle Newport's advances towards them. Remember, this whole thing started when Jesse teamed with Toxic Trent and turned his back on Toxic Trent in the middle of the match. Well, since then, Funsize has aligned himself with Trent to try to take out Jesse the Snake Poole. We'll find out who Jesse's got as a partner here tonight. As we await the snake right now, referee Steven Landis checks both competitors, Toxic Trent and Funsize Danny Rocket.
and their opponents, introducing first from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, weighing at 230 pounds, Jesse the Snake Poole.
And here comes the cold, dark, evil. I mean, look at the look in his eyes and the look on his face. Jesse the Snake Poole. Jesse the Snake Poole from the bayous of Florida, coming to Best of the West. For some reason, has set his sights on Toxic Trent and Funsize. It may be his manager, Kyle Newport's doing, but Jesse Poole now takes this as a personal situation and wants to just annihilate Toxic Trent and Funsize Danny Rocket. And he's got such a bad attitude. But you got to ask yourself, who would want to team with this guy after weeks and weeks of attacking his own partner? We'll find out right now. Who did Kyle Newport find a team with Jesse? Wait a minute. Here comes the commissioner, Brandon Pinion. And Brandon Pinion's definitely not his partner. He must have something to say. Let's see what he has to say right now.
Snake, how we doing tonight? If you remember last time correctly, I gave you an ultimatum. I said tonight at the Dome, you have one chance to pick the partner of your dreams to defeat those two guys. And if you can't do it, your manager, Kyle Lowry, Kyle Orton, Kyle, whatever that guy's name is gonna be your partner in Fresno in December. So I hope you pick very well. You understand that? You guys good? Let's go Funsize!
And reiterating the fact that if they do not win here tonight, Kyle Newport must be Jesse's partner in the future. Well, who did Kyle find to be his partner here tonight? And we know this music, and we know this man. It is Nico.
And introducing his tag team partner from Athens, Greece, Sophie Bell, 220 pounds.
Nico coming to the ring with the chorus of boos. The fans do not like Nico, and Nico does not like the fans, you see right there. Nico, the young protege of the former Best of the West champion, the Wise Guy. You gotta wonder what the Wise Guy thinks of this. Nico going out on his own, taking a payout from Kyle Newport to be Jesse the Snake Poole's partner here tonight in Bakersfield at the Bakersfield Dome. referee Steven Landis getting some flack from Nico, and then Nico backpedals again like normal. Well, this is going to be an interesting tag team here. Jesse, Poole, and Nico definitely got a size advantage over Toxic Trent and Funsize Danny Rocket. The speed advantage, though, has got to go with the other team, Trent and Rocket. And can Nico coexist with Jesse? Looks like right there with a nice shoulder rub. It might be possible here. Wait a minute. Nico wants to start the match against Funsize. Figuring that he's got an advantage over the smaller competitor. Do not take Funsize lightly, though, Nico. They circle it up. We're underway here. Our opening contest in a collar and elbow tie-up in the middle of the ring. The stronger Nico pushing Funsize into the corner. Landis telling him to break it up. And surprisingly, Nico does break it up, but with a little shove to the chest to Danny Rocket. Danny Rocket, like you said, the smallest competitor at best of the West, but he's got one of the biggest hearts. And they have to use all that heart to beat Jesse, Poole, and Nico here tonight in Bakersfield. As Nico locks in that side headlock, wrenching it in. Oh, shots from Rocket, trying to fight out of it. Pushes Nico off, coming off the ropes is Nico, and a huge shoulder tackle takes down the smaller Danny Rocket. And now he's going to play to the fans. And oh, look at that. Danny Rocket grabs the ankle, pulls him down as he was showboating. Now Danny Rocket like a house of fire all over Nico in the corner. Landis trying to break him up. And look at Nico use Landis as a shield there. Nico was not expecting that from Danny Rocket. Now hearing it from the crowd, giving it back to him is Nico. You better pay attention to Danny, though. He's got the crowd behind him here in Bakersfield. And now look at Nico. Oh, come on. A test of strength, and he knows Danny Rocket a little bit shorter, can't reach his hand. This time he puts it down for him. Oh, look at that. Wrist lock, and Nico showing off that overpowering strength. Nico, you can tell he's been in the gym with the Wise Guy recently. Put on a lot of muscle mass recently. In great shape, but look at Danny Rocket trying to fight back here. Coming from behind. Can Danny get it? Can Danny get it? No, Nico just pushes the wrist back down, using that height advantage over Rocket. And Rocket, look at that, sneaks through, kicks him in the rear end into the corner. Nico coming in after him. Up and over the ropes as Danny Rocket pulled the top rope down. Nico down to the floor and frustrated to hell. Nico completely frustrated, embarrassed by Danny Rocket here.
He's freaking 4 feet, come on!
Trying to regroup with Jesse the Snake Poole in their corner. Now Nico circling the ring. Coming back in now. Or is he? Up to 6 count, 7 count. And he's back in. And now he wants Toxic Trent. He's had enough of Funsize Danny Rocket, and he wants Toxic Trent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, future events coming up. November 18th, Merced, California, American Legion Post 83. December 16th, Fresno City College Cafeteria. January 7th, Hanford Civic Auditorium. Tickets are available at BOTW.tv/tickets. And look at that. Jesse the Snake Poole pulled Trent's hair from behind, distracted him, and now they're taking advantage. They're just beating down Toxic Trent here. Toxic Trent snap mare over into the rear chin lock from Jesse the Snake Poole. Remember, all information on our future events are at BOTW.tv. Tickets at BOTW.tv/tickets. If you want to see Toxic Trent, he's going to be in the Young Lions Cup tournament on November 18th in Pacifica, California. Being put on from Gold Rush Pro and All Pro Wrestling. Oh, representing BOTW in the Young Lions Cup. But tonight he's got his hands full with Jesse the Snake Poole and a nice drop kick from Toxic Trent and a forearm following him into the ropes. Whipping off the bigger man now who reverses it. Ducks a clothesline underneath, roll up 1, 2, and almost caught. Jesse Snake Poole and a kick right to the face. Jesse Poole is in a world of hurt and has no idea where he is right now. As the younger, faster competitors are just taking it to him, and a back elbow in the corner off the back of Toxic Trent. Good teamwork. Wrenching the arm over and now working over that elbow is Danny Rocket. You would think Danny may want to go for a leg, try to take the big man down off his feet, but instead working over that arm. Will that strategy pay off? But right there it doesn't. As Jesse Poole, a knee to the gut, now going to whip off the smaller competitor, Danny Rocket, and a huge back elbow. I think a tooth just flew out. And now trying to drop an elbow and missing it. Danny Rocket off the ropes. Basement dropkick connects to the face of Jesse Poole. Danny Rocket back in control. Repeated shots, kicks and punches. Jesse just shoving him off and then in after him and tagging in Toxic Trent. His partner off and a huge forearm in the corner. Forearm from Danny as well. And now a basement drop kick in the corner. Great tag team wrestling. Like I said, Trent and Danny gelling here. 1, 2, and only 2. Gelling as a team the last few weeks. We don't know if they'll go forward as a tag team or not. Right now they are a team united to try and take down Jesse Poole. Oh, whipping him in. And oh my God, he almost took his head off in the corner. Big clothesline. Now holding him as he tags in Nico. Shot to the gut from Nico. And now the bigger man back in control. It seems like anytime the younger, faster competitors, Trent and Dan, get an advantage, they just cut off from the power of Nico and Jesse Poole. Nico drop the knee, goes for cover. 1, 2, and only 2 as Trent slides the left shoulder up. Oh, now just gonna put a knee in the back of the shoulder blades and pull back on that chin. Trying to pull his head off is Nico. Trent trying to get out of it, spinning out, and pull it back down. Maybe using the hair there from Nico. Yes, he did use the hair, says Landis. Then talking trash to Danny. Taking him back to his own corner, and right back in control, and a shoulder block. Jesse tags himself in. Oh, big forearm in the corner as he was being held by Nico. These two guys are in control right now, just dominating Toxic Trent. Trent has got to get a tag to his tag team partner, or this one might be over very soon. Setting up for a suplex. Trent reverses it into a cover. 1, 2, and only 2. Almost snuck one out there. And a step-up kick right to the face. Trent, desperation maybe, needs to tag in Danny Rocket. He has been beat down here. Jesse Poole needs to tag in Nico. Whoever gets to the tag first is going to have the advantage in this matchup. Who will do it? Who's going to make the tag? Wait a minute. Somebody's at ringside here, and Nico is, it's the wise guy. The wise guy has come and gotten his protege. He's asking, what are you wasting your time for in this match? We got bigger things to worry about, and this time Jesse gets abandoned by his partner, and now he's just getting taken down by Danny Rocket. DDT. Danny Rocket and Trent now in control as Nico has bailed on Jesse Poole. Turnabout's fair play for Jesse the Snake Poole. Kyle Newport may be in a match very soon because this one may be over. Oh, misses the double stomp. But a huge spear, a spear. Cuts Jesse the Snake Poole in half. And now Danny Rocket going up. The crowd behind him. Can he end it here? Jesse staggering to his feet, but in a world of trouble. Oh, double stomp to the back of the head and back of the neck. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. Danny Rocket and Trent win it.
Toxic Trent and Funsize.
Funsize, Danny Rocket and Toxic Trent have beaten Jesse the Snake Poole and Nico. Nico had bailed on Poole after Wise Guy pulled him out from ringside, saying we got bigger things to worry about. Turnabout's fair play for Jesse, but you know what this means. Kyle Newport will now have to wrestle as a tag team partner of Jesse the Snake Poole against Toxic Trent and Danny Rocket. Will that take place on November 18th? You'll have to tune in to find out. Jesse the Snake Poole not happy, but Danny Rocket and Toxic Trent are your winners here in the Bakersfield Dome. The fans are loving it. Jesse is not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest. We'll be right back for more Best of the West Ignition. Don't go anywhere here on the Fight TV app.
Best of the West fans, this is J.R. Kratos, and you are now tuned in to Best of the West.
Left that time. Trosario is being absolutely decimated here. Tabi looking back over here. What is he? Coming over to the announce table. He's grabbed the ring bell now. What is going through his mind right now? He's climbing up to the top. Trosario sees him with the ring bell. He knows another elbow right. Wait. Trosario just says he quits? Trosario just quit. Trosario saw Drinko coming with that ring bell. He didn't want it to happen and he quit. Johnny Butabi victorious in this I Quit match. Looking down at, hey, wait a minute, he's gonna do it anyway! Johnny Butabi victorious already, wanted to inflict even more punishment, still deliver the top rope elbow with the ring bell to make a point to Steven Tresario. And oh, what a tough break for Steven Tresario. Tresario to the back. You know what? I think I might, I'm kind of curious what's going through his head right now. I think I'm going to do a quick interview with Trosario. I'll be right back.
Julia, Georgia, the music real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Best of the West Ignition. The following contest, as you saw in the video package before, is going to feature Steven Tresario. Steven Tresario, after that grueling I Quit match, has had major issues with AJ Kircsh, my colleague here, who's usually at ringside, but not here in Bakersfield tonight. Steven Tresario has taken offense to some of the things that AJ Kircsh has said about him. There is no love lost between this man, Steven Tresario, and AJ Kircsh, the voice of Best of the West. Look at Steven Tresario. There's something going on in that man's head. I do not want to know what it is. Look, just yelling at the young fans here at ringside. Steven Tresario's got to screw loose. This guy has just got major issues, and he's had major issues with AJ Kircsh. You got to wonder if it's going to come to a head eventually. And he's got something to say. Let's see what he has to say.
That's what you always do. That's what you always do. You show up here thinking that the show is about you. But let me ask you something. When's the last time you went to a show to see the announcer? AJ, you want to keep on putting your nose in my business? Why don't you put your nose in the ring and get in my business? But you won't. Because you'd rather just sit over there.
Hey, AJ's not here tonight.
At least most of the time you do.
You decided to call it 6 tonight, AJ. That's fine. That's fine. Instead of taking my hands on you, I'm going to take it out on the Bakersfield Dome. Step into that, boy.
Because I'm going to give one lucky guy the opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to see what it's like
To live in your shoes. And I'm going to beat the living crap out of him.
Steven Tresario has still got major issues with AJ Kircsh. We're going to see if that's going to come to a head in the future, but tonight he has called out a local boy. He wants to prove a point to AJ. Who is the local competitor that's going to show up here from Bakersfield, California?
From Bakersfield, California.
It's Greg Hernandez. Greg Hernandez, a veteran of the sport, has been all over California, most notably with Vendetta Pro Wrestling down in Santa Maria, California. Used to be a member of the Dos Perfectos tag team. Greg Hernandez from Bakersfield, California, making his Best of the West debut at the Bakersfield Dome in front of his hometown crowd. Greg Hernandez, no slouch at all. We had no idea who was going to answer the call of Steven Tresario, and he gets a veteran like Greg Hernandez. Oh, and Steven Tresario coming in after him. This guy is snapped, taking out all his frustrations on AJ Kircsh here on Hernandez. Oh my God. And Trosario has lost it already. This one may not last very long. Oh, huge uppercut from Trosario in the corner. Gonna whip Hernandez off. Coming in after him maybe. And he doesn't. Oh, and Hernandez moves. Trosario eats a turnbuckle. Now eating some punches and kicks from Hernandez. Throws him back in the corner, kicking him in the gut and in the chest. Landis telling him to get out of the corner. He's going to whip him out. Coming in after him, and a big clothesline from Hernandez. Hernandez back in control in front of his home crowd here in Bakersfield. Well, I tell you what, Steven Tresario has had major issues with AJ Kircsh, and he could not take his eye off the ball here tonight. Taking on a veteran like Hernandez, and Hernandez has shoulder right into the post. You got to wonder if AJ Kircsh is going to answer Steven Tresario when he see him again on November 18th in Merced, California, at the American Legion post. And now on the outside, oh, Trosario just ripped the fan's picture. He took a fan's picture and ripped it of one of the wrestlers here. This man has got no heart at all. We're going to have to get that fan a new picture because Steven Tresario ripped his picture of one of the wrestlers here tonight that he got at the merchandise table. Steven Tresario. That's not going to win you any fans.
Come on, man, get up, get up. What are you doing now?
Oh, Hernandez trying to fight back here. And Trosario, just a knee to the gut, shuts him off. Whipping him in into the guardrail. Oh, the guardrails all move. Wow. A lot of force into that guardrail. And Trosario all over the hometown boy Hernandez here. But Hernandez trying to fight back. From out of nowhere, gonna whip him off. Trosario coming off, ducks the clothesline Hernandez. And Hernandez, big clothesline of his own. And another big clothesline, fighting back, getting the crowd behind him, ducks the clothesline. Trying to go for that exploder, but Trosario landed on his feet, and an enziguri catches Hernandez on the top of the head. And he's snapping again, and a big drop kick. Look at the athleticism from Trosario. Number 1, 2, and only 2. Hey, he may be a freaky, crazy individual, but he's got great athleticism. Nobody ever questioned that of Trosario. Now just rubbing the face washing Hernandez in the canvas. Now all over Steven Landis. This guy has got AJ Kircsh on the brain. After that grueling I Quit match against Johnny Butabi, AJ Kircsh just rubbing it in. And oh, big jumping elbow off to the body slam. Cover. 1, 2, and only 2 gets the left shoulder up. But AJ Kircsh rubbing it in on commentary the last few weeks. Now it's Steven Tresario. Tresario does not appreciate it. We'll see if AJ Kircsh will retort Saturday, November 18th at the American Legion Post 83, Merced, California. Saturday, December 16th at 6 p.m. we return to the Fresno City College cafeteria. And January 7th at 6 p.m. Hanford Civic Center Auditorium. Tickets available now at botw.tv/tickets as he whips him down by his hair. Cover 1, 2, only 2. Go to botw.tv for more information today on all future events for Best of the West. And see when we come to a town near you. Well, Steven Tresario all over Bakersfield Dome. Greg Hernandez trying to go for a suplex, blocked by Hernandez. Blocked again. Oh, and connects with his own suplex. Can this get Hernandez back into it? The crowd behind him. Hernandez has got to get to his feet. First man to his feet may have the advantage. And Trosario's already stirring. Oh, maybe just too much taken out of Hernandez. Trosario's able to get up first. After a desperation suplex by Hernandez. Now whipping him off. Ducking a clothesline. And a big back elbow almost took the face off of Hernandez. And Trosario, oh, look at that, a compact frog splash. Cover 1, 2, and only 2. Remember, BOTW.TV for information on how to watch every BOTW event on Fight TV app every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Fight. You can catch a match like this and any other match at Best of the West on the Fight TV app every Tuesday at 7 p.m. But Steven Tresario is just laying waste to Hernandez. And then finally connects with that elbow. This may be it. 1. And only a 1 count. Hernandez showing heart here in front of his home crowd. Now Hernandez fighting back, trying to get back into this thing. And a big forearm just takes Hernandez right back off his feet. Trosario, the advantage again. Coming off the ropes, and he holds on. Oh, Trosario's going for something, but gets German suplexed instead. Maybe the three amigos here. Excuse me, the triple Germans here at the Bakersfield Dome. Oh, another one. That's two. Trosario clawing, trying to get to the ropes, does not want to get suplexed again. And Trosario lands on his feet. Great athleticism. Roll up. And a double stomp to the back of Hernandez. And Trosario, it's like this man doesn't even feel pain. There is not much going on in that head. Or maybe a lot more than we think. Going out for that axe kick, misses it, lands on his butt. Roll up. Cover 1, 2, 3. Hernandez steals it. Hernandez rolled him up after he misses the axe kick and steals this matchup. Trosario is in shock. He can't believe it. I can't believe it. He was in control of this matchup most of the way. But Hernandez steals the matchup. And Trosario may kill somebody. Trosario. If you're in Bakersfield, watch out. Trosario may be killing somebody.
That's right. Stick with it. Don't give up. Put him down for me.
Greg Hernandez, a winner in his opening debut matchup for Best of the West in Bakersfield. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Trosario shocked. Hernandez is the winner. We'll be back for more Best of the West Ignition right after this. Don't go anywhere. Steven Tresario may pull his hair out. We'll be right back.
What's up? It's Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb here, and you're watching Best of the West.
Scorpion uppercut, and there go the sunglasses. Kenny K is powerless. Over. He got it! Eliminates Kenny K with that enziguri. Wants to finish him off with that cannonball. He got it! Cover. 1, 2. Wait, Kenny K now. 1, 2, 3. Kenny K just covered both competitors. What is the ruling here? What? Kenny K has just been awarded the Best of the West West Coast Championship. What is the, here comes Brandon Pinion, the Best of the West Commissioner, to get some clarification here.
Virgil. Virgil, I was backstage watching everything. I got caught down the middle. From my point of view, I won. Kenny K had you pinned. I had both you guys pinned. But you know what?
This crowd disagrees. I gotta disagree.
My new role as commissioner. Hold on. Virgil Flynn is now the number one contender. Okay. And you can cash in whenever you want. Virgil Flynn gets one-on-one.
Well, the rematch has already been signed. Virgil Flynn is going to get his rematch against Kenny K for the West Coast Championship. Kenny K was at the top of the heap, and by Brandon Pinion's ruling, that means that he scored the pinfall. I can't believe what we've just seen. Virgil Flynn has lost the Best of the West West Coast Championship to Kenny K, but he's got his rematch. The rematch is happening. At the Bakersfield Dome. It's happening at the Bakersfield Dome, ladies and gentlemen. The rematch is going down at the Bakersfield Dome. And Kenny K, he's taking his title and going home. Virgil is beside himself, but he gets his rematch at the Bakersfield Dome.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Best of the West Ignition. As you saw last month, a very controversial finish to the West Coast Championship match. The triple threat between Vintage Dragon, the former champion Virgil Flynn III, and now the current champion Kenny K. As Kenny K covered both Virgil Flynn and Vintage Dragon. Controversial fashion. As Virgil said he's going to be the only two-time champion here at Best of the West. If he wins tonight, he will be. But a controversial finish, to say the least. So the commissioner, Brandon Pinion, made this return matchup one-on-one Virgil Flynn versus Kenny K for the West Coast Championship. I'll tell you what, this West Coast division has been action-packed so far, high-flying to say the least. After that triple threat matchup, you saw the highlights of it before this. And if this is Virgil Flynn giving high fives to the fans, tonight is going to be no different. It's going to be a high-flying affair between Kenny K and Virgil Flynn III, one of the best wrestlers in the state of California, one of the best high flyers in all of wrestling, the former West Coast champion. Here comes the man from Deutschland, Kenny K, the new West Coast champion, maybe the West German champion. Kenny K with that West Coast title belt after controversial fashion. But hey, he is the champion here at the Bakersfield Dome, and he's letting the fans know it. The West Coast champion Kenny K taking on the former champion Virgil Flynn III. This matchup is going to be amazing. Both these men very skilled in the ring. The last spine bender, Kenny K, will try to break anybody's back. Or Virgil Flynn, if he hits that 450, it's going to be over. Ladies and gentlemen, upcoming events Saturday, November 18th. Who will be the West Coast champion when we go back to Merced? The American Legion Post 83. December 16th, Fresno, California, Fresno City College Cafeteria. Sunday, January 7th at the St. Hanford Civic Auditorium at 6 p.m. Tickets available now at botw.tv/tickets. Go to botw.tv for more information today. Well, this is going to be a great matchup for the West Coast Championship. Virgil Flynn trying to become the only two-time champion in all of Best of the West. Referee Nut Johnson in control of this matchup. They circle up and we are underway here at Best of the West in the Bakersfield Dome for the West Coast title on the line. Both men sizing each other up. Maybe not ready to start yet. And now Kenny K saying something to Nut Johnson. I think they're talking about his sunglasses. I think Virgil wants to know if he can have his sunglasses on or not. Can't quite hear what they're saying. Lengthy conversation with Nut Johnson, the official in this matchup. It looks like they're going to allow him to wrestle in his sunglasses per usual. Kenny K will get some kind of power from his sunglasses, and now they lock up in the center of the ring. Look at that. Oh, that's behind. Drop toe hold into the front face lock. Excuse me, the side headlock. Virgil Flynn trying to stand up. Kenny K trying to keep him down on the mat. Almost all the way up is Virgil Flynn. He now has the arm of Kenny K and into a wrist lock. K nips up. takes the arm of his own. Both men back and forth here to start this matchup. Now Kenny working on that arm. You know how Kenny K likes to try to manipulate those fingers. Watch out, Virgil. We've seen him in the past actually bite people's fingers. Roll up. Cover one. No. Gonna roll all the way through and into a waist lock. Great amateur wrestling ability from Virgil Flynn. And now Kenny K goes behind. Takes a waist lock of his own. Great back and forth wrestling here in a match that we thought would be high flying, but so far mat based. Into a wrist lock of his own, now putting the foot in the face of Kenny, just putting more torque on that wrist lock and on that shoulder of his too. Kenny K, in a world of hurt here. The man from Deutschland. He's gonna let everybody know that he's from Deutschland. Very proud of his country and heritage. And those sunglasses, he tries to keep them on here. Virgil Flynn, a hammerlock, just keeping that wrist in the back of his, the small of his back. Kenny now reaching for a head and gets it. And that side headlock again. Switches aside. Back and forth these two go. This is great action to start this matchup. Virgil Flynn now into a headlock of his own. Very evenly matched to begin this match. Virgil Flynn wrenching in that headlock. Shots from Kenny K. Kenny K may have enough of that back and forth. And then a shoulder tackle, and he loses the sunglasses. The sunglasses are off. Kenny K, and look at that, walking on his hands is Virgil, and then look at that. Catches him as Kenny K though, flings him off. Ducking is Virgil off the ropes, and a hurricanrana head scissor, and then cartwheeled out of it. And a drop kick, can't cartwheel out of that one. And another drop kick, catches him right under the chin, and Virgil Flynn is in control of this West Coast title matchup. Kenny K on the outside. We'll be right back for more Best of the West Ignition. Don't go anywhere.
Let me talk to you. Right now you're watching Best of the West Wrestling, and it's Eli Drake. Don't be a dummy. Keep it right here. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Best of the West Ignition. The whole commercial break was spent on the outside of the ring. Virgil trying to take Kenny back to the ring, and Kenny's going to slide back in. As the action continues, this is for the West Coast Championship. After controversial fashion, Kenny K won the title back in Merced a month ago when he covered both Vintage Dragon and Virgil Flynn. Now Virgil Flynn trying to regain the title to become the only two-time champion in Best of the West. Throws Kenny in, who spins around and kicks him in the back. Great maneuver. We've seen Kenny do that before, but you never know when it's coming. Roll up, one, and only a one count. They have to do a lot more to keep Virgil Flynn down when the West Coast title is on the line. Now it's just putting the knee in the back and a bow and arrow here. Now, oh my God, here we go. He loves to manipulate those fingers. Now he's just trying to get him to open his fist so he can. And oh, God. Bending those fingers back, trying to break the fingers of Virgil Flynn. Kenny K now into an arm bar. Oh my God, trying to get that arm bar, but does not have the arm straight yet. Remember, he has to get that arm straight if he's gonna have any torque. 1, 2, and almost got caught there. He got rolled up by Virgil. Picking him up and just shot to the back. Virgil Flynn, all the wind just drove it out of his chest there. But still trying to fight back. Virgil Flynn III. One of the best competitors in the state of California, and so is Kenny K for that matter. Both these guys have been with Best of the West since day one. And both these guys the top of the heap when it comes to the West Coast division, or any division here at Best of the West. And a backbreaker, the first one of the match from Kenny K. The last spine bender is gonna work to pick apart that back of Virgil Flynn. And if you pick apart that back, it's gonna be hard for Virgil Flynn to fly. Virgil trying to fight out of this any way he can. Almost out, and he gets, oh, look at that, a kick from out of nowhere just stuns Kenny K. Wow, Virgil Flynn delivering offense from anywhere. Now shots to the gut and the face. Got Kenny reeling against the ropes. Big forearm. Virgil Flynn trying to regain the West Coast title, just taking it to Kenny K. Big European uppercut to the European, ironically. And a forearm, another European uppercut. Virgil Flynn is feeling it here. Calling for that forearm, coming off. And up, Kenny K, up and over goes Virgil, and lands on his feet on the apron. Shoulder to the stomach, drop toe on top of the ropes, and a punch. And Virgil Flynn's got him set up here. Calling for it, and a drop kick on the apron from Virgil Flynn III. Cover, 1, 2, and only 2. Gets the right shoulder up, does Kenny K, saving his West Coast title. Virgil Flynn thought he had it there. Johnson says only 2. Picks Kenny K back up. Working over Kenny K's chest and face here with those forearms and European uppercuts. Kenny K almost out on his feet, but reverses Virgil Flynn into the ropes. Ducks the clothesline, does Flynn. Ducks a back elbow. Oh, and a DDT spikes the German. He spiked Kenny K right on the top of his head, and Kenny K may have some neck damage after that one. And here comes the cannonball. Ate all of it, but Kenny's rolling. And smart move by the veteran to roll outside of the ring. You cannot get covered on the apron. After eating that cannonball full force, rolls all the way across the ring to get out of danger, or so he thinks. Because Virgil Flynn's right after him, picking him back up. And gets hung up on top of the rope. Kenny K still in this, and a great splash from the outside. 1, 2, and only 2. Virgil Flynn saves it. Gets the shoulder up, saves his chances at the West Coast title. Kenny K is distraught, thought he had it. This matchup picking up here, as both men are just beating the hell out of each other. This is what the West Coast title means to these guys. Putting it all on the line. Catches Virgil, and goes for that backbreaker, and Virgil held on. Well scouted by Virgil Flynn III. Is he going? He may be going for that 450. Setting up for it. And he hits it. Virgil Flynn hits the 450. 1, 2, 3. We have a new West Coast champion. Virgil Flynn III has won back the West Coast title. Flying Virgil Flynn III with the 450 splash. After he held onto the rope on that backbreaker, has regained the West Coast title and become the only 2-time champion at Best of the West. Virgil Flynn III wins back his title, and there's no controversy about this one. Kenny K now becomes the shortest reigning champion in Best of the West history. Not that I'm rubbing it in, Kenny. That was a hell of a matchup, but Virgil Flynn III comes out on top, wins the West Coast title here at the Bakersfield Dome, and now celebrating with his fans at ringside. Virgil Flynn III, two-time West Coast champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Matthew Sparks for Best of the West Ignition, live on the Fight TV app. Join us next week. Good night, everyone, from Best of the West.